My dear Mr. Holmes, my sincerest apologies for what must have appeared an abrupt summons at such a late hour. It seems we're in the midst of events which I fear only a man of your marvelous reputation might even begin to fathom. I hear you're a terribly clever man. But then I expect you're often told so.
Seldom by anyone as charming as yourself, Lady Isis. I concede that a reputation for a certain ability has preceded me. But I must admit, I find myself surprised that a lady as able as yourself should request my assistance. Surprised, and of course, honored.
How kind.
May I introduce my trusty friend and colleague, Dr. Watson?
Ah.
And what is the nature of this problem, madam?
The simplest domestic affair. But then I imagine even the simplest of problems may prove to have the most complex of conclusions.
On the contrary. In my experience, the most complex of problems tend to have the simplest of conclusions.
Touché.
Now, tell us the details of this case.
There's not so much a case as well. Evidence. Earlier this evening, one of the maids discovered a hand, severed at the wrist, lying at the foot of the west stairway. The poor girl seemed quite distressed. I sent for you, of course, immediately.
Good God, Holmes, it's been cut through clean as a whistle. Obviously a man's. Large chap too, by the looks of it.
Observe these lines, Watson. Here and here. And the thickness at the base of the thumb. My studies in palmistry clearly indicate that this hand belongs to a young lady with a liking for crimson underwear.
A lady with crimson underwear?
Yes. The lifeline indicates that she will meet a violent end at about this time. Interesting, Watson. A crime that is both premeditated and preordained. Our task has been set, Watson. We must follow it with care.
Fool's ruined his mind with cocaine. What on earth's he talking about? That's no woman's hand. Palmistry. But I'm not going to say anything. Makes me feel so bloody foolish every time I open my mouth.
How could I be so foolish?
What?
Look! These lines aren't natural, Watson. They've been cunningly drawn into the flesh, which has grown waxen after death. Someone has been tampering with the evidence in an effort to throw me off the scent. Watson, this is the victim's hand, but it belongs to the perpetrator of the crime.
What crime would that be, Holmes?
Why, it's elementary, Watson. It's as clear as the nose on my face. Follow me.
Where are we going?
Where are we?
In the scullery.
I see. Which way to the front of the house? Ah!
But Holmes!
Don't dawdle, Watson. Come along. Ah! Is this the door that'll lead to the corridor that'll lead to the door at the front of the house?
No, sir, that's the broom cupboard. It's this door here, sir.
You will open it for me, my good man. You are employed here, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. Where are your arms?
I had an accident in the laundry, sir. There's a new mechanical contraption that Lady Isis has brought in for slicing linen into napkins. We're having some teething problems, sir.
I see. You're not the butler, are you?
No, sir. I'm just a footman.
A footman.
Holmes?
Try to keep your wits about you, Watson. There is danger here, mark my words.
But Holmes, what about those people? These poor people? What about their hands? Holmes, look about you. Haven't you any pity?
Observation, Watson, is not about what one sees, but how one chooses to see it. Come!
There are many hands, Watson, but only one is of real importance. Deduction is a process of elimination.
Over there. My God. Looks like the butler. You seem surprised, Watson. Exactly as I thought. As I expected, a perfect fit.
What does this mean, Holmes?
It means, my dear fellow, that all is exactly as I said. This is Lady Isis's butler. The hand belonged to the butler, and the butler belonged to Lady Isis. The hand, therefore, belonged to both the butler as victim and to Lady Isis as perpetrator of the crime.
Lady Isis. Surely not.
Causing accidents among the staff, remodeling the butler's lifelines, ploys designed merely to mislead and misdirect. Red herrings, Watson.
No, Holmes, it can't be. I know it. I can feel it. Why would she do such a thing?
He was coarse. He was rough. I was bored. And besides, he had photographs.
Lady Isis, how fortuitous. I was hoping you'd be here.
I have been waiting for you. This is my moment. My place.
You know one interferes with the lines of fate at one's peril.
Foolish man. Those are not the lines of fate, but the silken strands of my web. And I have caught you like a helpless fly. The finest mind in England.
Crimson underwear, Holmes.
The murder. What you thought were attempts to conceal it were only a means to tempt you further towards the spider's jaws. And now, the spider shall kill the fly.
Fate is the greater web.
Touché. Touché, Mr. Holmes. It would have been a shame to shoot you. Rather like killing myself. I'm sure we can resolve this together, amicably, without bringing anyone else into it.
Yes, Lady Isis. I'm sure we can.
Holmes!
Ah!
Holmes, why? I don't understand, Holmes.
It's exactly as I said, Watson. By meddling with the palm line, she'd made herself victim as well as murderer.
Ah.
I had to strike her sharply about the head whilst the hand lay waiting on the ground to kill her, so that the fabric of the universe might be neatly restored. Neatness, Watson, mark my words. Universal, cosmic, ultimate neatness.
I'm not sure, Holmes, that my idea of neatness and yours necessarily coincide.
There now, Mr. Doctor, we'll take over now. My, doesn't she look a picture? What a waste.
How could he be right, and yet so wrong?
What would that be now, sir?
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes is always right. Everybody knows that.
But I don't want him to be. I wish you were wrong sometimes, then I might understand. Then I could accept.
Yes. Well now, Mr. Doctor, you leave this to us. You can trot off home. A good brown cup of tea and you'll soon feel right as rain.
I'm feeling rather odd, Holmes.
No need, Watson, no need. You've witnessed the very beat of time and space. The balance has reasserted itself. A murder that has consumed itself. It's perfect. Quite precious.
How can I ever understand what I can't accept? I don't think I want to understand. I think I'd rather be left in the dark. I won't write about this case. It's not my place to judge. I'll leave that to time and space, if they're so precious.
Come on, Watson, don't stand out in the cold. I've got the key.